So in this video, we're going to go through the click to dial feature. And this is the feature that's available when enabled across all entity records that have a telephone number. What you'll see is this icon that's available on the right-hand side of all telephone fields, which when pressed will make an outgoing call or prompt the application you're using to manage your outgoing calls, your telephony solution, so that obviously calls can be made as triggered from the system. There's other functionality that goes with that as well, basically prompting the history form to appear and the history type set to telephone so that you can type the nature of the telephone conversation straight away. But I'll go through the setup of how you put this in place as part of this video. What we do to begin with is if we go into the admin area under global settings, and under the section of system, so if we select system as our section here, what you're going to see are several options which are relevant to this. One is enable click to dial, so that needs to be set to yes, obviously. You've got another option here called click to dial prefix, and the default being tel. So you can see there that you've got a default of tel that will be there, so that will be set as standard with the system. And I'll come to what is meant by protocol, the tel protocol, shortly. And the other option here is prompt the create history function when using the click to dial feature, and that we'd recommend to be set to yes. And what all that should mean is essentially when you're on a record such as this, you can click a button and it launches the tel protocol, it launches the create history form, and we can go from there. But in terms of the tel protocol, if I just demonstrate what is meant by that, so if I go to protocol, we type in protocol into the search, and it basically brings up this choose default applications for protocol. And what we need to do is we need to scroll down to the tel protocol, which you'll see here. So you see tel protocol. So that's the URL of tel. And what that basically specifies is the application which is triggered when you launch the tel protocol. So I've got it set to Microsoft Teams, because Microsoft Teams is the solution we utilize when we're doing that type of outgoing call or inbound calls. We basically utilize Microsoft Teams. But if you have a third party, essentially what you want is to be able to select their application within this area. Then what that should mean is when you're within Colleague 7, if you want to make an outgoing call, you can click on this icon. You see that the history form is generated, but also simultaneously you can see that Teams for me has opened up and obviously passed through that number, and I can now just hit call, and obviously that will make that outgoing call. If we go back to here, we can obviously see that the history form's generated. You could type in whatever content you would want, hit save there, and obviously the history would then be saved in that area. So that's the click to dial feature that's available within the Colleague 7 system across all entities, utilizing those functions there.